Hey guys, what's up? Alright, it's Denny back again. And I pulled the body off the frame to show you guys the suspension I had built. Well, you can see there's a nice flex to it. And the body's kind of heavy, so it actually sits pretty down there. And when you look at it, this is a 4-to-1 rear. And this one, so actually change it up. You see a lot of tape there. I actually made some tailpipes from a couple of cooling tubes from a BMW that were extras that over the years I've collected. And it's funny you find something like that and you just throw it in a box. But if you notice this right here, it's an upper support arm. And being it's going to set about there, now watch the pinion. See the pinion? It only moves a little bit when this thing is like seriously moving a good inch and a half. And the springs I had to play with for a while. You know, some were too heavy, some were too light. These here were off the Sen GSTE and actually worked really nice, but they wouldn't support the weight of the body when I got the body on the frame. So this is what I got in the front now. I bought the Rovin buggy upper and lower control arms and aluminum knuckles, if you can see in there, which actually house the disc brakes too. And you know, it's a two-wheel drive buggy, so I thought it'd be good for this. So I'm gonna have to shorten the uppers and cut them off somewhere here and put some you know, a couple of studs in there with a swing bar so I can adjust them. And the lowers, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll probably cut them just before this bolt hole right here and weld a couple of swing arms here with some rubber bushings front and rear of the cross member. But and the other thing I noticed too is you can see this sets up too high. You know, it's cool when you have a buggy, but I'm not building a buggy. So I'm going to cut these knuckles off flush right here, and I'm going to bring this down there because there's an existing bolt hole in there that I'm going to use. And so that's what I've got going on right now, you know. And like I say, the tailpipes, I like them a lot actually, you know. And I've not built the headers yet because of these right here. I need to know where these are going to set before I need to have everything on there before I can build headers for it. So, and that I'm not afraid of, you know. Man, like I say, I got the tailpipes kind of laid in there, or the cooling tubes, I should say. And I do have some really nice chrome extensions I bought at like this place up here. It's called the Christmas Tree Shop. And you know, they had like a wind chime with really nice high polish aluminum tubes on it that clinged and clanged in the wind. So I'm going to use them on this. I'll probably cut them off back here somewhere and then bring out and then cut them off at a nice angle, give it a nice attitude, you know. And so there it is, guys. You know, this is my update on my frame and all that stuff. So, you know, I seriously worked way too long in that rear end there. I tell you, it's still not done yet. I still have to pin the outer hubs and the center differential to the axles, you know, or to the axle, I should say. And but you know, and you're gonna laugh when you find out that I actually made this. Okay, went to the hardware store, got a couple of pieces of 1/4-inch, you know, gas pipe, and I got some sweat fittings, you know, for it's kind of like for water, you know, if you're running a water line, you get the sweat fittings you put over and you just crimp them on. They actually fit the bearings perfectly because I wanted big bearings in this thing. I'm running a 3/4-inch, actually skateboard or rollerblade bearings in this thing. I bought like probably 100 of them years ago, and it's like, you know what, I wanted to use them. So I got one out here, one in here, 3 over here, and one out here. So, you know, I had to use the sweat tubing, you know, fittings to use it. So and I had to braze them to the tubes and all that. But this was actually a lawnmower muffler that I bought a long time ago. You're gonna laugh your ass off because it was like, I looked at it and it was like the perfect shape, dimensions of everything I needed. So I just welded a soft plug out of a engine block on the back of it, and then made a nice little recess so the ring gear would fit in here. Yeah, I got to finish, grinding it down and, doing it up and everything. But like I say, to see the pants built, everything's handmade except for, like say, the motor, front suspension, and tranny, and wheels and tires, and brakes. But it is what it is, and there it is, guys. Got it going on. Got the drive shaft made, and that's an experimental drive shaft I wanted to get to too. I wanted something super, super lightweight, okay? And as you can see, what I did was I took a drive shaft from the Sen GSTE and I cut it in half, and I took a heavy duty piece of brake tubing right here, and I put a carrier bearing in the center here, which is going to be mounted in this rubber so it'll flex up and down to kind of keep it from flexing up and down and getting wobbly under a lot of strain. And in the front, I'm going to just mount it to the other side of the differential, hex. I'm just going to turn them around when I put the differential lockout in it. And I'm going to weld these up here, in here. I'll just weld them right up to this because they extend in about there. So it'll give it a nice support, nice lightweight drive shaft, and hopefully that works out well for me. So anyways, I'm going to tune out now and go and watch the Super Bowl, since it's coming on here soon. And any questions, comments, subscribe. One thing I do wanted to mention was my friends Davey and Renee out there. I see you subscribed, and give you guys a plug. I mean, old friends, go back a long way. It's cool to see you guys again. So I appreciate your sub on my videos. And tell Davey there, I'm still working on my military truck. I know he restored one, and I use mine for general purpose winter, killer driving. And but anywho, for the rest of the world, this is Denny. I'm signing off. Have a good one. Later.